Welcome back to Xbox Corner. My name is Alex and today we're taking a look at Hades on the Series X. This video it's going to be a little bit different. We'll be covering the main mechanics of the game and the ideas of the gameplay, but then we'll talk about the performance, so think that frame rate. So with that luck, hit subscribe, join our growing Xbox family, and let's get started. So to preface this video, I played Hades and I reviewed it on the Switch. I gave it a 9 out of 10. My main issue? Frame rate issues, on occasion that could impact the flow of the otherwise incredible combat. My main build there was sword, so for Xbox, I switched things out for bow and arrow, a weapon that can be hugely powerful given, the right decisions. The game though, it's a roguelike dungeon crawler, and I think it's fair to say the best out there. From the incredible world to the near flawless gameplay, it's hard to pick out a problem. Maybe occasionally enemies get stuck in the environment, making it near impossible to hit them, but really that is me stretching and it is extremely rare. You'll start the game though relatively underpowered. You are the son of Hades and you're looking to escape the underworld, much to his disapproval. He's basically going to be throwing everything your way to stop you. So on this Xbox build, so far I've reached Hydra, as you'll be seeing in this video today. The bow, it's taking a little getting used to, but each weapon comes with a standard attack and a special. Standard in this case is a single arrow you charge and release. If you release it at the flash, that will deliver maximum damage. Then the spread, that is a defensive move I never knew I needed, but it overcomes some serious pain in the ass moments that come your way. Alongside the bow and arrow then, if that's not your thing, you will find a blade, a shield, which I suck at personally, but I hear great things, a spear, twin fists, and also a rail. Initially only the sword will be available to you, but after maybe a run or two, you'll start to collect what are keys. These will unlock the next weapon in line, or at least any weapon you want. In fact, they just come at different costs. So I think the bow, that's the cheapest, it's at 1 key, and the rail, that is a sizable 8. I recommend for newcomers, check them all out, because the variety here is real, and if you can master them, they are all absolutely lethal. You will also then earn keepsakes that can be used to add some form of buffer before each run, so let's say a revival upon death, one of my personal favourites. This tends to make up my core initial strategy, honestly. Unlock Death Defiance, which gives you a first revival so you come back to life, then you apply Skelly's keepsake for a second. Now I won't tell you how to unlock that, but it should be relatively easy to work out. Your strategy though, opening the game, it shouldn't be to beat the game initially. It's going to take a long time to do that. Just focus on unlocking, upgrading, and matching that build that fits your playstyle. Boons will then be applied each run. These are given to you by the gods. You'll find them in each room that you clear. These add buffers and they allow you to build out some sort of strategy marked on the left side of the screen. It kind of gives you an overarching look at what is going on with your powers. With progression then as well through each room, you can even level them up. So I tend to build out my main and secondary attack before then moving on to my dash. The dash here, that is your defense. It gives you invincibility frames, but with a boon it can be turned into an attack as well, like lightning that strikes behind you or even spinning blades. The combat depth for this game is incredible, and every run to this day just feels so unique. So I mentioned as well leveling up. That's because you don't lose everything in this game upon death. In fact, you only lose a few things. That's going to be the collected and applied boons, so you're ready to start again, hammer upgrades, and then coins which can be spent on the battlefield in specific rooms. That's going to allow you in these store moments to restore your health, maybe get a cheeky upgrade, whatever this world may present you. The main thing you want to focus on is darkness. This can be used to apply abilities in your bedroom or what is called the Mirror of Night. You need a whole lot of darkness to max this thing out, but this is where you truly become godly. You can add those revivals, so the Death Defiance, you can level up your health, you can add damage. This is how you get to that end game. Outside of that though, take your runs, look above each door for a signal of what is to come in each room. What can it offer you? Start to learn and translate what each symbol means. Is it going to be the easier path you take or the harder path? That's often the question you'll be facing. Eventually then you'll hit a boss moment that will no doubt destroy you the first few times, but once you get past them, once you learn their strategy, once you start to, level up, the satisfaction is real as your skills grow alongside that challenge. The only other piece really, your home base on death, very cool. You can add context to the world and story, you can meet those around you, exchange gifts that are collected on runs. That's absolutely worth doing because you will get a few things in return, and even sleep, which adds a whole lot of heavy story moments. The all important question though is, how does it perform on the Series X? And I can tell you now with confidence, it is absolutely stunning. Visually, it's always been a good looking game, let's face it. Looks cel shaded, incredibly stylish animations, varied enemies, unique biomes as you make your ascent. It is a game of variety that no doubt led to its successes, but it's all elevated here in this stunning 4K, and like every review, preview, performance breakdown we do here on the channel, we upload at 4K so you can see what to expect, even if I will say here, YouTube, it does add a whole lot of compression. The colours pop though, and yeah, I love this game on the go on my Switch. I still play that to this day, but honestly, if I'm at home, this just elevates the experience entirely. It is incredible. What I am curious to see though is how it handles with Xbox Cloud Gaming, because a moment of lag can mean life and death, and I'd definitely be a little bit nervous from playing it in that format. 4K then as well, so you all know it's naturally not available on Xbox One and One S. Alright, so frame rate then, a dream. I didn't notice a single moment when I saw a frame rate stumble, and running it through its paces in a boss moment and an overwhelming moment where I had seen issues previously on the Switch. It just couldn't be more smooth here, locked out at 60 frames per second, and again, I just want to reinforce, feels incredible. If you've never played Hades, you're about to play the best version out there. If you have played it, you should absolutely come back. Near a year later from experiencing it for the first time on the Switch, this game's just lost none of its edge, and it's great now seeing it move to other platforms, because this game, it's one that deserves to be experienced by everyone. So yeah, Series X, it's crushing 60 frames per second so far, and this is easily the best game we've seen during Game Pass in a while. And while this isn't a review technically, just kind of looking at that performance, giving you a breakdown, you know, no official score so to speak, I will say for me personally, knowing this game, playing it before through to that end game, this is now absolutely a 10 out of 10. Are you excited though? Are you downloading and playing this one immediately? Let me know in the comments down below, and with that, hit subscribe, join our growing Xbox family, and I'll see you all on the next video. Thanks everyone.